Did that Missouri game make you kind of sit back and say, I'm finally a college football player?
Well, kind of just a little bit. I just play football. That's all I can really say about that.
What kind of approach did you have how did you feel when Alfonzo was down and you got the call, you knew you were going in? What kind of stuff was going through your head?
I was feeling bad because he's like a brother to me, so I was feeling bad that he went down, but I had to go out there and just play football. I was nervous, but I mean, I just had to go out there and play and do what I was coached to do.
How long did those nerves stay with you?
Throughout mostly the whole game, basically.
Were you more nervous then or more nervous now, talking to us?
More nervous then. Yeah.
What did you, a couple big plays, you broke up what looked to have been probably a sure touchdown pass, Kemp, and then you came up and helped stop Gabbard on that goal line stand. I guess what moment were you, most proud of from your performance?
I'm just proud overall, not just because I had big plays, but just proud that I did the little things, and the little things would help me lead up to the big plays. So I'm just glad that I did the little things first. That's what really helped me.
How did your level you played at in Texas in high school prepare you? What kind of stuff stands out about the way that you guys played football down there, preparing you to step into this defense and understand it?
Well, I don't know if Texas had anything to do with it, because I mean, I don't see the states having any key factor, but I just believe that just how you was coached in high school. I just believe how you was coached, basically.
What ways were you? What kind of stuff did you feel like you were able to understand right away? It's a pretty hard defense to get the concepts of as a first-year guy. We don't see any other true freshmen out there playing on that defense. Where did you feel like you were able to make it fit for you?
Just being in the film room, just watching. I know it's a lot to learn, like the defense. I still don't know the defense, but you just gotta dedicate time and up and watch film and try to actually really learn it.
What did you hope to, accomplish here in your first year when you came to camp initially?
I just wanted to get on the field. That's the only thing I wanted to do is try to play.
When you committed here, you knew the talent that was already here with Prince and Alfonzo. I mean, how much playing time did you really think you'd get this year?
I thought it was going to be very, very little, because I already knew the caliber of them. So I was just going to try to fall back and just watch and learn, basically.
How has Alfonzo taken you under his wing and a little bit? How's he done that?
I mean, he's just been like a mentor / brother, because we hang out on the weekends and stuff, but when it's time to get down in the film room, he's there. He sits right next to me, so he's really helping me. I ask him about certain plays or about how would you go about this situation, and just try to learn off him.
One of the things that's obvious about him is the confidence that he has in his ability to play position against anybody. Is that something similar to you? Do you kind of compare yourself to him as far as that mindset?
I mean, yeah, all the corners do. All the corners go out and say we're going to dominate these receivers today. I mean, that's just the mentality we have, because that's what our coach wants us to have. He wants us to go out there and dominate receivers, no matter who they are.
When you stopped Gabbard on that third down, you were pretty fired. What was it like to hear that crowd going and just walk us through that play and what it was like?
Oh, I mean, it was a wonderful experience. I mean, I was overwhelmed actually when I stopped him. I knew that my defense had my back, so I mean, it was crazy.
What's it like trying to take down a guy that's 230, 240, and obviously not the biggest guy in the world?
Well, I mean, he is a big guy, but I had to do everything in my power for him not to get in the end zone.
You anticipate you're gonna start this weekend?
I don't know what's gonna happen this week. We just going day by day. I mean, I hope Alfonso's doing good, and I pray for him every night. So I mean, I hope we actually don't know. So we'll see when the time comes to that.
Playing in front of 85,000 people, everything you thought it would be?
Yeah, it is. It's a nice crowd. It's a nice crowd.
When you were growing up, as a kid, did you look at quarterbacks or did you look at star players to try to emulate NFL players or whatever?
When I was growing up, I looked at cornerbacks. Charles Woodson always been my favorite corner since I've been growing up. So I used to just try to picture what he would do and watch film on him and stuff.
What did he do that said, man, I want to be like that?
Just the way he carries himself. I mean, his enthusiasm on and off the field. That's how I look at him.
Do you remember watching last year or so, Iowa State game? Did you see it at all?
No, I actually didn't see it, but I heard about it.
What did you hear about it?
I heard just about the turnovers on offense. That's what I heard like 7 turnovers or something like that, and some like 4 in the red zone. Can't remember all of it, but that's what I basically heard about that game.
Inside the locker room, have the players talk about that game and use that as motivation? The coaches are trying to throw it out of the mix, but the players talk to you about that game?
No, they're not really talking about that right now. We're just trying to get ready, game preparation. So, I mean, they're not really talking about it right now.
Did anything surprise you about the competition you faced thus far? I know a lot of players have to go through that adjustment of the game, the speed of the game, and all of that. Is that something that you've gone through, or has it surprised you in any way?
Yeah, I've gone through the game speed. I mean, when you first come up here, I mean, you're not used to the speed, but that's what you get used to during fall camp and all that practices and stuff. So, I mean, I've been used to the game speed. Just have to pick up and continue.
How much goes into learning the cornerback position when you're starting from scratch, essentially, as a new player in the program? I mean, how much more is there to it than just getting on your guy and covering him?
I mean, it's a lot because you got to know blitz angles. You got to know whether or not you got a safety over the top this play, or whether or not you can be aggressive. I mean, it's a lot of things you got to do. That's why the coaches preach us to get in the film room and really know what we're doing.
When you say that you don't really know all the defense, do you mean the responsibilities of the other players on the field, or how much are you still learning about what you've got to do at your spot?
Both, actually. I still got to learn what I need to do. I don't know everything and what my other responsibilities for my teammates are either.
Good. How about this game? Pretty good team you're playing. They've won 2 straight. What are your thoughts about the opponent this week?
My thoughts are it's the same. We just going to go out there and try to get another victory. I mean, we're just going to go out and execute the game plan designed by our coaches. It's the only thing that we can do.
Coach Pelini was saying that in run support you've proven to be a pretty physical guy. I mean, does that come naturally for you? You seem to be pretty soft-spoken up here. I mean, it's kind of like night and day or something like that?
No, I mean, I don't know if it's really physical, but I'm just... Coach Sanders really does a great job of having us tackle every day, regardless if we full pads or he wants everything thudded up. So, I mean, it's not really natural because once you go over and over, you get used to tackling. So when we tackle every day, it just becomes like second nature.
Anybody, when you were out there in the early goings on Saturday after Alfonzo got hurt, you didn't have him to go to, and it sounds like he's really been a mentor for you. Did Prince kind of help you through, giving you any advice? And he's on the other side of the field, but who did you talk to on the field or on the sideline?
I mean, I talked to Prince when I was on the sideline. I couldn't really communicate him on the field, but who most I was talking to was DeJon Gomes and Eric, and I had to really communicate with them because Missouri was doing a lot of switch routes, so I had to communicate with them and see so we could be on the same page, and they really helped me out and told me to just calm down and stuff, and they're going to be right next to me.
Have you ever heard a crowd that loud when you stopped Gabbard on the goal line?
No, I never heard a crowd that loud.
Did it kind of take you back how loud a crowd could get like that?
Yeah, I didn't actually think it was going to ever get that loud, actually, but hey, it surprised me.
When you talked to Alfonso, how woozy was he?
Oh, I didn't, he wasn't really woozy when I came off the field. He just came over and tried to give me some motivation and tell me to keep my head up and stuff, no matter what I'm going through, because I know I'm going to have some good plays and I know I'm going to have some bad plays, but I got to get over it.
Thanks, Ciante.